Hey everyone, my name's Max. I've been trading and investing for about 8 years now. In this time, I've made a lot of money, lost a lot of money, learned very painful lessons, stared at charts, read a lot of things online, wondered what I was doing wrong, wondering how can I repeat earlier success, how can I avoid earlier fails. Ultimately, when I started, like many, I had some beginner's luck, thought I was a pro, thought I could buy a nice Lamborghini really quickly. And the fact of the matter is, this is not about a how I turned $1,000 into a Lambo story, but I want to have a map of what I learned, how markets actually work, and most importantly, how to find what works for you. Now, this series is markets from 0 to N, from the absolute basics, like you're just a child, even if you're a grown person, into hopefully growth until you're as good as you want to be and perhaps a pro. I'm going to be giving you everything I know, everything I learned. That comes from hundreds of books, lots of just online browsing, looking at videos, reading things here and there. I'm going to tell you things in a very honest way. This is going to be a very structured series, and I'm going to tell you a lot of things that people avoid because the industry is very scammy. So I'm going to help break that down and hopefully help you avoid that. Now, why I'm making this series is essentially because I believe that life is getting worse, times are getting harder, and as time passes, it will only keep spiraling to be worse. Not to be too negative, but generally speaking, I think most people have the same view economically, at least when it comes to being a worker. So that being said, I want to help people take it into their own hands. The tough thing about trading is that there's hardly ever a guideline, hardly ever a roadmap. Sometimes you win and you don't know if it's skill or luck. Sometimes you hear things you shouldn't really hear. There's a lot of manipulation. A lot of people pretend to know things when they don't. A lot of the biggest channels on YouTube are complete frauds, essentially. So you're almost set for failure, and it's no surprise that the majority of people lose in markets. And I hope that in this series, I can help people win, and at the very least, I hope to help my close family and my friends who actually care about winning. I hope to see them succeed, but that's not to say that none of you guys can watch this. Of course, all of you guys can join, and I hope you do. So to go over what this is going to cover, essentially, with it being a complete trading and investing series, I'm here to essentially tell you why this all matters. It's going to be 6 parts. I'm going to go over choosing the right path for you, another 6 parts. The foundations of the stock market, 5 parts for that. Mechanics of trading, another 5 parts. Psychology, self-mastery, 7 parts. Technical analysis, 8 parts. Fundamental analysis, 7 parts. Trading strategies, another 7 parts. Risk management, 5 parts. Options trading, 8. Futures trading, 8. And a little bit more advanced market topics, 7. Building your trading empire, 8 parts. And books, learning paths, stuff like that, it'll be 5 parts. And lastly, it'll be real case studies, deep dives, just application. Throughout this series, I will also be posting trade ideas, so that will be completely separate, but you can always tune in and try to see which parts of these are being applied. But the purpose of this is the winning traders all have different paths. Some are stock traders, some are futures traders, some are options traders, some use purely technical analysis. Some consider it to be astrology, and they use fundamental analysis. Some people mix both. Whatever it is, this is about helping you find yourself. And a lot of people have different situations. Maybe you're super rich and you only want a 10% return. Maybe you're poor and you want to shoot for the stars. Maybe you're working full time so you don't have much time to dedicate to this. Maybe this is your passion and you want to put all your time into this. This is going to be not only learnings, but helping you find what suits you. And that's really the most important thing at the end of the day. Now, not only that, when you're starting at zero, a lot of conversations people will tell you assume you know something. They might say something as simple as, hey, I want to buy Tesla stock, right? You should buy it too. And you might not even know how to buy it. It's not like your money just instantly disappears from your bank account and purchases Tesla. When you think about it, you got to open a brokerage, you got to put in an order, you got to go through a variety of steps. Perhaps your money's not even US dollars and you need to convert it. So this really is to take people from knowing absolutely nothing into a point where they can be high level and ideally very profitable. But yeah, that's all for this video. I will hopefully catch you in the next one.